Welcome to another edition of the PulseWave Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Report that we make available to you each and every trading day. All right, so what do we got going on? Well, it is looking a little weird out here. I have to tell you, it's looking a little weird. Markets really don't know what they want to do. They really don't know what they want to be when they grow up. And it is starting to cause a little bit of concern for a lot of people. They want to know really like what's really good? Like what's really going on? What's good in the hood for real? Is there something about to take place? Is there something that's already going on and taking place that the people just don't know about? That's what they want to know. All right. Everybody wants to know what's going on. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of things going on. If you missed this morning's live session, you definitely want to go back and listen to that after you finish this video, because I do cover a few things in there. We do go over some things. And I think that you will find it definitely worth your time. I like to address things that most people don't like talking about or feel uncomfortable talking about. But as you know, we go there on this channel. We go there. And we deal with things from a market perspective. Okay? We do it from a market perspective. Because at the end of the day, that's all you got, right? That's what this channel is about. Markets, okay? And that's what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready, because tomorrow, as you know, is Take Back Friday. That's normally when the markets will give back a little bit of gains. If the market's been down all week, then normally it will recover a little bit on Friday. If it's been up all week, it'll pull back a little bit on Friday. Do the profit taking ahead of the weekend, because people want to go out and have some fun. Blow off a little steam. But where you going? The economy's locked down, right? All right, so let's look at these charts. All right, so the first one we got up here is your gold futures. Gold futures have slowed down. They're taking a break right now. The market is not trending. It's just moving sideways. Here's what you had. You had this crash alert, got all this downside production. Then the market based out, put in a rally alert, got no production, and the market's just kind of hanging out. The bulls are keeping the market afloat right now, but we're not getting any upside production from it. So you're in a rock and a hard place. You got the overhead trend line resistance, and then you got the top of the Kumo cloud as your support. So you got this tight air bubble of a trading range that is controlling the market right now, and it just can't get out from under it. And I think it's going to remain that way. What about the NASDAQ 100? Well, let's take a look. So the market had this crash alert. We got some downside production, then the market pulled back, and now it's just hanging out, but it's looking weak. Bears are still in control. All right, the market has temporarily topped out. Trendline support is definitely in play at this point. Question is, will we get that rhythm or no? All right, taking a look now at crude oil futures. I have not operated in this one in quite some time, because I was waiting for the market to come back and gain some of its footing. And it looks like it has pretty much done that now. Notice how your bars here are looking more correct. They're tighter. They're smoother. Even doing consolidations, you're starting to get the ranges and stuff back. So it looks like the market is stabilized now after the tremendous beating and destructive forces of nature, i.e. market manipulation, that went on in 2020, bringing crude oil to negative 100. So right now it's actually looking like a tradable instrument again. So we've gone straight up. Here's your rally alert. You have nothing but upside production, no pullback, no corrective situation. Maybe we're due for one now. I think we're getting a little stretched here, so I think a pullback could be in order. But right now, you got to go with what the market's giving you, and that's staying long until you're wrong. All right, what about the Russell My Hustle? All right, so the Russell My Hustle, was looking like it may have done something on an intraday basis. I was looking at the intraday price inflection point the other day, and it looked like it may come down and trigger that. It did not. So right now, again, bulls are in complete control of the Russell. Here's your rally alert, and then here's all this straight up upside production with no correction. No true correction, no real correction. When we say correction, we mean a correction back to the trend line support, like you did back here. Corrected to the trend line support. Back here, trend line support. Back here, trend line support, okay? Back here, trend line support. All right, you get up here, you come back down and test your trend line. You get up here, you come down and test your trend line. All right, that's what I'm talking about. You get all oversold down here, and you come back and you test your trend line. All right, that's how it works. All right, market finds equilibrium. You're not seeing that here in the Russell. It's on its way to 2,200. Unbelievable. So what do? Well, you got to stay long until you're wrong. That's all I can say. I mean, what else can you do? There's nothing to short on that screen. All right, looking at silver. Okay, so gold and silver again, they're kind of bugging right now. Had this nice crash alert, nice downside production. Now we got the rally alert. You didn't get any production initially, but then you got some today, only for the market to pull back a little bit. So it's kind of trying to decide, does it want to go to 26? Maybe even 26.50, 27? It's trying to make its mind. Like I say, it wants to make its mind up. It doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up. Are we going to get this 50% retracement or 61.8% retracement? Can we get there? Can it get to 26.5, maybe 27? I think between 26.5 and 27 is doable for a silver rally at this point. Because if it fails, you don't want to think about that, because then you're going to come down here and test this bearish pointer right here. This is a bearish pointer. All right. If it comes down here, it's going to crash below it, and you're going to see silver back in the teens. All right. So that's what we're watching for right now. That is what we are watching for, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, bulls are in control. They're keeping silver afloat, just like the bulls are doing for gold. What about the Aussie? Here's the Australian dollar. What say you, Australia? Well, bears are in control of this one too. Here's your crash alert. Here's your downside production. Now you're back up again. And then it's like, okay, no, wait a minute. Does it want to flip now? Is this the little short-term bottom? Does it want to rally now and hit new highs? Or are we coming down to test the trend line support? You haven't had a correction, ladies and gentlemen. There has been no correction. These markets are trying to decide. They don't know what they want to do. How about Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Futures Composite Index? Well, again, flip-floppage, right? You came out here and topped out, crash alerted, no downside production, flip-flopped, got a rally alert, initial upside production, then today, big upside production. All right. So the bulls are in control of the Bitcoin right now. I think it wants to take out the prior high. I think we're going to 45 right now. All right. The market is not acting like it wants to do what I first prophesied. I thought we would hit that 35 and then kind of base out a little bit before going to 50, but this one's stretching. It's trying to touch it now. All right. It's trying to hit that 45. All right. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's ready for 50 yet. I don't, because on the futures, you got the gap. A gap is a gap. It's a gap. I know Bitcoin trades over the weekend. It's irrelevant. This is a gap. Markets don't like gaps. Markets don't like pointers. They have to deal with them. This market is coming down, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming back down to my support that I gave you. I told you you got key support, and it's going to come down here, and it should test it, not take it out. Come down here, hit the trend line, fill this gap, and then bounce back up again. Sooner rather than later would be better, because then you have a stronger bull market. But if it rallies and goes to 50 right now, you know it's not going to last, because it has to come down here and fill the gap. So at some point, you got to pay your bills, right? All right, so euro dollar. All right, so here is the crash alert in the euro dollar. Here's your downside production. Get close to the trend line support, which is the initial target. And I think we're going to get there. I think we are about to get there, ladies and gentlemen. If you have been shorting this according to the PulseWave report, then you need to start popping your way through this one and start locking in some profit. All right, here is the British pound. British pound also, it's been kind of messy. All right, you got up here, you got this nice production. Here's your rally alert back here. You got all this upside production. You came down and tested your trend line, then rallied up, then tested it again, then rallied up, then came down here like you were almost going to test it, then exploded higher again. All right, so this is a massive bearish pointer right here. Just so you know, this one too. Two bearish pointers, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think those pointers are going to go unchecked? I think not. Again, you rather see things happen sooner rather than later. Pointers are different than the gaps, though. With a pointer, you don't necessarily want to see that dealt with immediately. You rather that the market to come back and see this on the way down once the rally's over. If it does it now, it means the rally's over. If it comes down here and take the pointers out, we're below the Kuma cloud and you're in a bear market, and bulls don't want to see that. So I think this one wants to run. I think the euro dollar is going to continue to run right here. And this is off of the dollar weakness, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is all the dollar doing this. All right. Next up, we have Bitcoin itself. We just looked at the composite index futures. Now we're looking at the Bitcoin cash. Here's your rally alert. Here's your upside production. Again, it is looking like it wants to go up here and take out 42 and head to 45, man. That's what it's looking like. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. We shall see, though. We shall see. All right, next is Ethereum. What's going on with your altcoins right now? Well, Ethereum looking a little bit like the Bitcoin chart. Here's your rally alert. It paused today and then gave you your upside production. All right. Way to go, PulseWaves. Finger right on the pulse of these markets, man. So I think this one wants to come up here and try to test that 1300 area. I think that's what we're on our way to. So we shall see. But like I said, if you are using the PulseWaves, definitely start popping your way through these things. Lock in some profit, man. Put those stops in. All right, use that pop method. Okay, so here is your Litecoin. Same thing. Rally alert, upside production. This one's looking like it's trying to go to 175. So again, pop your way through it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't turn your winning trades into losing trades. As you can see here, the pulse waves are giving you multiple winning trades here in various markets, multiple markets. All right, here is your XRP Ripple. It's having some trouble. It's been flip-flopping all over the place like a fish out of water while it's down here under this selling pressure. So you had this rally alert here, no upside production. Then you flip-flopped and got a crash alert, got nice mad downside production, forming a bearish pointer. Then you bottomed out temporarily, got a rally alert, got all this nice upside production. Then you got a crash alert, got some nice downside production. Then you flip-flopped, got a rally alert, and since then you've got no production. Then you flip-flopped again. Now you have a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading and for the weekend in XRP Ripple. So protect your neck. I think we're going to take out the pointer down here. And yeah, I know it's hard to even have to say that, but that's what it is right now. bears seem to be regaining control of the Ripple market. Last but not least, all right, this here is AQB, which is Aqua Bounty Technologies. All right, so this one here, as you can see, initial rally alert was back here, had all this great upside production, created a gap right here that has not been reconciled with as of yet. Topped out temporarily, creating a bullish pointer. Got a crash alert, got downside production, even created a gap down for you. Bottomed out, got a rally alert, no production on the set on day one. Flip flop, got a crash alert, no production. Flip flopped again, gave you a rally alert, and then all this upside production with the rally alert. Topped out, gave you a crash alert, nice downside production there, and then came down again, and then bottomed out, then gave you a rally alert, gave you this upside production, and flip-flopped on you, gave you a crash alert, got a little teeny slither of production on that one, flip-flopped again, gave you a rally alert, gave you all of this upside production. So this market has been all over the place, but multiple opportunities to make that coin. But we still got this gap down here that must be reconciled. Can't pretend like we don't see that. And that gap is way down here, ladies and gentlemen, around that $4 level. I know we're up here smiling at $12.50, but that $4 level is going to have to be reconciled at some point. All right, let's deal with the obvious. This bullish pointer right here has already been reconciled with today's bar. Today's bar, however, has created another bullish pointer. So we know this one is not quite ready to pull back yet. This gap is probably going to be one of those situations that come into play after the market has already exhausted the rally, and then it comes down and it deals with this on the way down. That's kind of what it's looking like. I could be wrong. It could start correcting immediately. That's why you need the pulse wave, so that you can pop your way through these trades and not get caught out there. You definitely don't ever want to get caught out there looking silly because you gave back all your profits. All right. You don't ever want that to be you. Never. All right. That's why we have the pop method, which is designed to help you to manage your open positions and all that good stuff. Now, the AQB is in the USA equity report. So this is available right now on your dashboard, okay? All right, so that's that one. All right, so I'll do two more and then that'll be a wrap. All right, so the next one here is on the ASX. This is SVL. All right, Silver Mines. All right, so this one here has a rally alert, was right here, got this upside production. Bulls are in control. It's been flip-flopping around too, so it's been kind of messy. But as you can see here, there's multiple opportunities to make coin. So I think right now this one's going to try to get back up to around 25 and a half cents. May even try to hit that 26. I don't know. But that's kind of where it's going right now. If it can get enough momentum behind it, then you can push in the new highs. All right, so you had a pointer here, and this was at 26 and a half. Then you came up here and hit that 26 and a half, but you didn't take it out. You just touched it. All right, and then you pull back. So 26 and a half cents is showing to be a major resistance point in this market right now. And that's where it needs to try to take out. So I think it's going to try to come back up here and hit the 26 again. But, you know, we'll see. All right, last one we're going to do now is ticker SQ. All right, SQ. Going to pull that. This is called Square. All right, and all of these so far that we're doing right now are on your dashboard. If you are a member, if you're a subscriber to the PulseWave report, then you have this information that I'm going over right now on your dashboard. All right, so Square, you can see here, it started off way back here with this rally alert, got this nice upside production, topped out, got a crash alert, gave you some downside production, flip-flopped up in here. You got a rally alert with a slither of upside production, reversed, got a crash alert, got downside production, reversed again with the rally alert, paid you for all that confusion with all this upside gain. Then you crashed out with a crash alert, got downside production there, reversed again, gave you a rally alert, gave you all this upside production. Then you got a crash alert, gave you all this downside production, reversed again, rally alert, more upside production. Then you had this big break right here with a crash alert. All right. And then you got a slither of production followed by a rally alert. And then here's this upside production here. So a lot of opportunity for gains here if you miss certain buy signals. There were several along the way. All right. You had several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 opportunities along the way to get long this market. Looking like it's struggling now, though. Kind of topping out here around this 24. Between 240 and 245 is really starting to become an issue. Needs to get some momentum behind it to be able to push through the barrier. But right now, I think the prospects of that is pretty good right now. I think it's going to try to test it, and it may push to 250. Hey, what up, my brothers back here in the live chat? Thanks for the support, brother. I appreciate you. You say you just finished listening to this morning's report. That's what's up, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, what up to everybody in the live? What up, De Fuentes and Holmes and Thunderbird and Mark and Follow the Way. Thank you. Smash that like button for me. All right, so this is pretty much it. Today, this week, you guys, was a weird week. We had so much going on. I'm talking about market news. Oh, what's up, Loco? I missed you. What's up, man? Market news. A lot of market news. We're in earnings season now, and it's going to start to accelerate as we go in, start going into next week. We had the Trump impeachment in the House again for a second time. We had all the Fed speak this week, and we wrap up everything tomorrow morning with the job stuff. So, yeah, I say that this has been a very exhausting, tired week, and the markets are feeling it. These markets are getting exhausted too. So keep that in mind as you go into the weekend. For those of you who don't know, a weekend for cryptos it starts Thursday night and runs until Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time. That is a weekend for cryptos. I didn't make that up. That's just the way they do it. All right. If you have an issue, you take issue with that. It's not with me. You need to talk to those powers that be. Talk to those exchanges and talk to the people who made the coins. They do it the way they do it. All right. So that is what you need. So those that trade cryptos, especially those of you who are, workaholics and like to trade on the weekend, please pop your way through this. All right. That's what these reports do. I do not put out reports on the weekend. All right. The last report for the week went out tonight, and that is for tonight and into tomorrow's trading. No more reports go out until Sunday night. Okay. But that's when the futures and forex markets open, or should I say reopen. All right. So with that being said, folks, tomorrow we're supposed to be having our webinar. If you go to PulseWaveTrading.com, you can register for that. You definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be both myself and Frank also. We'll be going over some things with you. We're going to give you some inside out information. And I'm even going to go over how to get the most out of the PulseWave reports that you get posted on your dashboard. I'm going to be showing you some things. It's going to blow your mind. All right. You don't want to miss it. All right. Is there a live tomorrow? Probably not. Probably not. So I have to look and see. Let's see what you got. Okay, Jake Moon says, Dex, last day of semester for my high school students, and I shared with them all those cryptos, took out the price target and tried to sell them on bring least a partner member. Oh, okay, man. Good looking out, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, you want to share this with friends and family. Share with as many people as possible because the power belongs in the hands of the people. And that's what the pulse waves do. It puts the edge in your corner, gives you an edge, something that the elite don't have. They wish they had this, but when I left Wall Street, I took my intellectual property with me. All right, I never signed documents or sold my stuff to anybody. I've been offered ridiculous amounts of money for it. You name it. They even tried to steal it. 2 separate firms I worked at, they tried to steal it, try to claim it, and I wasn't having it. That's why I say, forget this. I don't have to work at some firm. I can do this for myself, and I can help even more people. Because Wall Street has never been about helping people. Wall Street has always been about the firms helping themselves, and they don't care about the small guy. They don't care about the little guy. The guy that works at Wendy's or works at Walmart or works at a gas station. They don't care about those individuals, those that only have a few $100s to invest with or whatever. They don't care about those people. So I said, nah, we need to do something about this. Let's take the power back. So that's why it took me 20 years to do it, but I finally completed everything. And what you see here before you with the PulseWave reports is the finality of that. My life's work, my magnum opus that I give to the people for an insane price. It's so cheap, I get laughed at all the time. But hey, I don't care. I'm trying to help as many people as possible. All right, with that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. And if you can make it for the webinars tomorrow, it will be great. And we're going to have another one on Monday. I do believe those will be recorded. If you can't make it, I'm not sure. I have to check with Frank on that. But all I know is we got it tomorrow and Monday. All right, so if I don't see you then, everyone have a wonderful weekend. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. You know it, hard body karate, man. Peace.